Hi guys, welcome back to my amazing kitchen. And if you are new here, kindly join the amazing family by subscribing. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my chunky egg stew recipe with you. As a working mom, I'm always looking for super quick and easy ways to whip up dinner in no time. And this recipe is just one of them. So let's get right into it. We are going to be needing some fresh tomatoes, 1 can of tuna in sunflower oil, some fresh eggs. We are going to be needing some sliced onion and my homemade all-purpose marinade and my mixed pepper sauce. This stuff is so good. You really need to try it. And as always, I will list them all in the description box below. Before anything else, I'm finally going to dice my tomatoes, and you can also use diced canned tomatoes or plum tomatoes if you prefer. I just prefer fresh tomatoes for this recipe. I'm going to finally chop it up and set it aside, and this is how fine I'm going to chop it up. In the meantime, I'm also going to heat up a little bit of oil and then add my onion, and I'm going to fry it for about a minute or two or until soft and tender, and then add my homemade all-purpose marinade. And like I always say, if you don't have it, just blend some garlic, ginger, onion and a little bit of pepper and add about a tablespoon or two. And if you want to try it, I will leave the link down below. In goes my mixed pepper sauce, and as soon as this hits the pan, all the flavors just the aromas in my kitchen right now. You really need to try the mixed pepper sauce. It is really that good. Fry that for about a minute or two and then add your chopped tomatoes. You are going to give it a good mix and then cover and allow the tomatoes to cook down, stirring in between. You are going to cook down the tomatoes until the oil begins to settle on top. It is really important that you cook it on low heat and stir in between so it doesn't burn. Mine cooked for about 10 to 15 minutes before the oil settled on top. I then went ahead and added 2 teaspoons of my homemade jollof seasoning, but you may use any seasoning of your choice, or I will leave the link down below if you want to try it. In goes my tuna, and I'm going to give it a good mix and allow it to cook. Whilst the marriage ceremony of the tuna and the tomatoes are going on, I'm going to beat my eggs until light and fluffy, and we are going to add it to our tomato base. And I do that by strategically making like holes in the stew and pour it in there. This will help the eggs to set and become chunky because we want a chunky egg stew. So make a well, pour the eggs in there, and after you've made a lot of wells, you can pour the rest over the surface of your stew like I'm doing right here. Cover and allow it to cook on a very low heat. Don't stir your sauce if your eggs are not set like right here in the video. You don't want to stir it at this stage. I just did this to show you that when your eggs are like this, do not stir. Cover and allow it to cook gently until the eggs are fully set like this. You will realize that the eggs are fluffed up almost like an omelette in your stew, and that is when you want to stir and break it apart to get chunks of eggs in your stew. And just like that, our egg stew is ready to be served with some rice or plantain or yam, potatoes. The possibilities are endless. You just have to be creative. Having my homemade all-purpose marinade, the mixed pepper sauce and the homemade seasonings available all the time cuts down your cooking time drastically, and it also helps you to whip up your dinners in no time at all. I served mine with some boiled yam and garnished it with some basil leaves, and oh boy, it was so delicious. I hope you are inspired by this video to try this egg sauce for yourself, and I know you are going to love it. But please remember that cooking should always be fun and exciting. So try to cook each meal with love. and see it radiate through the hearts of your family. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you in my next video. Bye.